In part 1 of the video, we saw some shamans and special class curses, and I bet many of them you didn't know belong to this category. So, to make sure you don't miss the complete list, watch part 1, which I'll be linking in the description. And obviously, to not miss any videos on the channel, don't forget to subscribe with notifications on. Without further ado, let's get into the content. 17. Cursed Spirit Naoya Zenin. Naoya Zenin was the youngest son of Nabito Zenin and leader of the strongest group in the Zenin clan. He was a strong candidate to become the future clan leader after his father's death. However, Maki Zenin exterminated the clan, and Naoya was killed in the process, becoming a cursed spirit due to being killed without the use of jujutsu. As a cursed spirit, he possesses the same technique as Nabito Zenin, the 24 FPS rule, where everything he touches must obey this rule or freeze for a second in one of the frames. This grants him extremely high speed using predetermined movements. As a cursed spirit, Naoya demonstrated the ability to use domain expansion, classifying him as a special grade curse. His domain seemed to replicate a womb with an eye, affecting those inside on a cellular level, cutting the person's entire body. 16. Dagon. Initially known as a cursed fetus, Dagon didn't seem like much at first, even being considered cute. However, when dominated by Nabito Zenin and other sorcerers, he was driven to evolve into a more powerful form. In this form, upon expanding his domain, Dagon managed to subdue all present sorcerers. Within his domain, he can create shikigami that appear immediately to attack the target. He would have defeated everyone if not for the arrival of Megumi Fushiguro and, later, Toji Fushiguro. 15. Mahito. Introduced in the first season of Jujutsu Kaisen, Mahito initially matched Nanami in terms of power. Over time, this curse evolved, becoming increasingly stronger and more hated by fans. His powers are extremely overwhelming, capable of using idol transfiguration to alter a person's soul shape, consequently killing them. Mahito can also use domain expansion, and his domain is one of the deadliest in the series, rivaling Satoru Gojo's Limitless.
14. Maki Zenin.
Next, we have Maki Zenin, who has become an extremely powerful shaman, even without using cursed energy. Maki suffers from a heavenly restriction, a condition that arose for unknown reasons at her birth. She was severely injured by Jogo's flames but recovered, developing a much stronger body due to her intense training. When Maki was born, the heavenly restriction was shared with her sister, Mai Zenin. When Mai died, she took all the cursed energy with her, removing all the restrictions that still limited Maki's strength at the cost of her own life. Maki gained power worthy of someone with a heavenly restriction, with physical abilities, instincts, and senses completely above the norm, even among the strongest sorcerers like Gojo himself. After being recognized as a first-class sorcerer, Maki became a problem for her enemies, killing them with extreme ease. This power allowed her to annihilate her entire clan without problems during the culling game. She also evolved to the point of exorcising Naoya, who had become a special grade curse. Physically speaking, without using cursed energy, Maki is currently the strongest person alive in the Jujutsu Kaisen series. 13. Toji Fushiguro. Now we have Toji Fushiguro, who shares the same condition as Maki Zenin but stands out due to his vast experience. Toji is an exceptional strategist, capable of dealing with enemies highly effectively. He has demonstrated his skill by devising an almost perfect plan to defeat Satoru Gojo and easily defeated Suguru Geto. 12. Yuji Itadori. From the beginning of the anime, Itadori demonstrated physical strength far above normal, with extremely powerful punches even without using cursed energy. When he started to understand and use cursed energy, his level increased surprisingly. He became the character with the highest number of black flashes in the series, something extremely difficult to achieve even for sorcerers like Gojo or Sukuna. Itadori also has reverse cursed energy at a very high level, thanks to his body-swapping training. He has shown two innate techniques: blood manipulation and sanctuaries, placing him ahead of many other characters. Additionally, his amount of cursed energy seems to be well above average, as we recently saw Yuji complaining about a lack of energy. 11. Yuram. As seen in the second season of the anime, Yuram proved to be a true special grade, easily stopping Yuji, Kusakabe, Choso, and all the others present. With their ice power, Yuram is a significant problem on the battlefield for most shamans. They also possess a reverse technique capable of healing themselves well, though it's not very effective against poisons. For Sukuna, the king of curses, to recognize them as his subordinate, they must be at a level far above common shamans.
10. Jogo.
Jogo is a curse that manifests from the human fear of volcanoes and fire-related natural disasters. He believes that cursed spirits are the true humans of the world, while humans are just copies. In Kenjaku's view, Jogo is equivalent to a being with the power of 8 or 9 Sukuna fingers. Despite this, he was not a significant opponent for Gojo or Sukuna himself. Sukuna even mentioned that Jogo should be proud of his strength, although it was nothing compared to him. 1,000 years ago, Jogo would have been one of the most powerful beings. Nanami also mentioned that Jogo is stronger than Dagon, who defeated 3 sorcerers in a few minutes without giving them a chance to revive. Jogo even surpassed Nabito, one of the fastest sorcerers, except for Gojo, of course. His innate technique involves manipulating flames and eruptions, being able to launch high-temperature flames with cursed energy from his hands, head, and ears, as well as creating mini volcanoes in the environment to attack adversaries. This technique is so terrifying that Jogo can create a giant flaming meteor to launch at his enemies, something even Sukuna wouldn't come out unscathed if hit. Within his domain, Jogo has the advantage of a guaranteed hit, being able to pulverize any sorcerer. Tisa, Hakari Kinji. Hakari occupies this position due to one of the best techniques a domain expansion can provide: infinite energy. By expanding his domain and hitting a jackpot, he gains this unlimited energy, accompanied by the best reverse energy in the series, capable of healing entire limbs almost instantly. This makes Hakari an extremely difficult opponent to kill. Currently, in the Jujutsu Kaisen manga, he is in an intense battle against Uram, whose outcome could alter his position in this ranking. 8. Suguru Geto. Suguru Geto is known for his primary ability to manipulate curses. He possesses various cursed spirits, some of which can even use domain expansion. Geto is also an excellent physical combatant, with hand-to-hand combat skills that do not disappoint. Many think he is weaker than Yuta because he lost the attack battle at the end of the movie, but Geto was not at his full power as he divided his curses to delay Satoru Gojo and help his allies, which limited his powers. 7. Yorozu. Yorozu faced Sukuna, who possessed 15 fingers, using 100% of her cursed energy. It's truly impressive to see her fight on equal terms with the King of Curses. Although Sukuna wasn't completely serious, this doesn't diminish Yorozu's merit. Her construction technique is similar to Maki Zenin's, but Yorozu stands out for her vast battle experience in the Heian era and her immense amount of cursed energy. She demonstrated a completely different level in the use of the construction technique, being able to create metal with a conscious effect, acting semi-autonomously. This allows it to make decisions and serve as crucial support for her during battles. 6. Yuki Tsukumo. Yuki Tsukumo proved to be an extremely powerful shaman thanks to her mass power, which basically creates infinite mass. With this power, she managed to exorcise a special grade curse from Kenjaku with a single blow. Using her mass power, she can add mass to herself and her Shikigami Garuda. She can also use the reverse technique, although she loses some efficiency when using it simultaneously with her innate technique. Yuki possesses a domain expansion but didn't have the chance to demonstrate it in the series. Additionally, she can use simple domain perfectly. Yuki also demonstrated one of the greatest feats in the series, creating a black hole that, if not for her will, could have destroyed the entire planet. 5. Kashimo Hajime. Kashimo Hajime occupies this position for one reason. He possesses cursed energy of an electric nature, allowing him to create lightning in the air. This ability is extremely powerful as he can charge the ground with a negative charge and his opponent with a positive charge, creating a homing lightning bolt that is nearly impossible to escape. Additionally, Hajime has a significant amount of cursed energy, giving him advantages in speed, endurance, and physical strength in hand-to-hand combat. He is an exceptional fighter, one of the best in the series. We saw this in his fight against Hakari Kingi, an immortal being who had a hard time at Hajime's hands. With his ultimate technique, he was able to pressure Sukuna for a brief moment. However, his ultimate technique is a one-time use, resulting in his death after using it. Even without showing all his power when facing a character far beyond his strength, just these feats alone justify his ranking.
4. Kenjaku.
Kenjaku is the best barrier user alongside Tengen. He possesses a technique that makes him practically immortal, the body-swapping technique. Using Suguru Geto's body, Kenjaku demonstrated superior use compared to Geto himself. In this body, Kenjaku has control over various curses, some of them special grade. He also possesses a domain expansion that stands out among the others, as along with Sukuna, they are the only ones who have demonstrated the use of domains without barriers. Kenjaku has other innate techniques such as gravity, which he showed in the fight against Yuki Tsukumo. He is an excellent user of reverse energy, but what really stands out is his vast battle experience and mastery of jujitsu. Having lived for 1,000 years, he lives up to his extensive knowledge.
3. Yuta Okotsu.
Yuta occupies this position thanks to his innate copying technique. He managed to copy Kenjaku's body-swapping technique, swapping bodies with the strongest shaman of the modern era. This swap allows Yuta to use all of Gojo's abilities. Although he doesn't come close to surpassing Gojo's powers, just having access to Gojo's techniques and memories already places him in this position, as few could defeat him while in Gojo's body. 2. Satoru Gojo. There's no debate here. Gojo masters the reverse technique to its maximum potential, has extremely enhanced physical abilities, and his innate technique makes him practically untouchable for most characters in Jujutsu Kaisen. We're talking about the shaman who possesses one of the deadliest expansions in the Jujutsu universe. He is the most powerful shaman of the modern era, so there was no other position to rank him except just below the one who defeated him, who takes the top spot on this list. 1. Ryaman Sukuna. Sukuna needs no introduction. He possesses one of the most incredible attack techniques in the series. It's nearly impossible to escape the King of Curses cleave. His domain is considered divine by the author, meaning a technique that is practically impossible to survive. Additionally, he defeated several powerful characters in the Jujutsu Kaisen universe, including the strongest shaman of the current era. Sukuna is a sovereign being in the Jujutsu Kaisen universe, and our shamans continue to try to defeat him in the manga. Alright folks, that was the video on the top-ranked shamans and curses. I hope you enjoyed the content. Don't forget to subscribe to keep receiving more videos like this. Leave your ranking of characters and curses in the comments, and I'll be checking them all out. So, with that said, until the next video.